And so our adventure started. Earlier and much more tragic than we expected. The whole team who'd gathered in the hall yesterday had been reduced to but a handful of brave souls. Jamandi Aldori was waiting for us, but to get to her, we'd have to march through fire. Literally! As we approached the burning rooms, we... Do you think this is too dry, Valerie? The halfling woman writing showed her book to the figure sitting by the fire, sharpening her blade and polishing her armor. She gives a cursory glance before returning to her work. You would be better off avoiding such unnecessary artistic embellishments. Calliope and her friends would benefit more from a truthful retelling of the events at the mansion. Maybe, but sometimes the muse just strikes me so, and Shaylin would never forgive me if I were to write something that boring. At these words, Valerie clearly stiffens, turning her shoulder from Lindsay. You will do as you must. I will be over here being useful. Lindsay retreats back to the corner of the camp. No accounting for taste, I suppose. Miri certainly wouldn't care, and Jathel scares me a bit. At least that egocentric Tartuccio isn't here. If only there was someone around here who appreciated art. She spins as if expecting such a person to materialize out of the ether, but, of course, no such thing happens. Only the heavy fog that had drifted in overnight lingered. Oh well, I'm sure our other friends will like it. Now where did I put that extra ink? In the fog, green eyes watch, unhindered by the mist. They linger as the fog does. They ponder, and they leave. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Monday here in Galarian, in Secrets of the Stolen Lands. My name is Jonathan Kenny, and I'll be your game master for the evening, and these are the, as of yet, unnamed adventurers who will be getting up to trouble tonight. Say hello, unyet named adventurers.
Hello, unnamed adventurers.
Hello, unnamed adventurers.
We have got to figure that out at some point.
It's been like 2 sessions. Give yourself a bit.
I think unnamed
Wait,
adventurers fits.
The kingdom of the unnamed adventurers. So last time, after having made their way into the Stolen Lands, just outside the Green Belt, the party came across Oleg's trading post, a place where some of our compatriots are very familiar with, most of whom are not familiar with. A small trading post outside of the Stolen Lands where a middle-aged couple by the name of Oleg and Svetlana plied their trade. They've been having troubles with local bandits, which the party is here to take care of, amongst other things. They spent the night... yes, good court. Sorry. I always forget to mute off topic until someone posts, and then I get distracted. But now it's gone. They'd been dealing with bandits, and the party decided to stick around and make short work of them as best they could. After a somewhat eventful evening, where some yelling happened, and then the morning where a spirit of a nymph showed up and spoke to Calliope. The party laid their ambush, which did not go very ambush-worthy, but they did manage to kick some bandit tail, leaving a couple alive to interrogate, and the party learned of a few points of interest within the Stolen Lands to keep an eye out for. And as the day begins and the party gets ready to leave, that is where we are going to pick up. So, you all, if there's any last minute things that you need to do before you leave the trading post, now would be the time to do it.
Gorby will go up to Oleg and he will hand him 5 gold, because Gorby doesn't really understand how much these precious things cost. And he will ask him if he can buy some of these sweet fruit slices that he never has because the bandits keep taking them.
Yeah, it's a bit much, but how many did you want?
How many can I buy?
With 5 gold, a lot. You should probably give me a little bit less.
How much less?
It's, what kind of fruit did you want, by the way? Is it?
Those little dried apple rungs that I got one time, and then those bandits kept taking them, and I never got them again. It's been months.
Right. Yeah, sure. Let me see. I'll give you a bag for 1 gold.
Okay, I can do that.
Looks over at Juniper and just says, "You should probably let him know what things are worth."
All right.
I mean, I kind of feel bad taking money from you after you just saved us, but I'm not gonna say no.
Listen, if
Take
you've
it.
got a service to provide, you can't be giving everything away for free, or else you'll never keep yourself fed.
Fair enough.
You give me soup and breakfast and housing. It is not fair that I do not buy your stuff from you after you've had these hard times.
Fair enough. Anyone else need anything before you go out there? All right. Then we begin the hex scroll. You all are here at Oleg's trading post. You get 1 exploration activity per day, since the lowest speed of your party is 25 feet. One of those is a group activity, which is travel. Another one is reconnoiter. So generally, until you get, you can always push yourself, which if you push yourself too often will leave you fatigued, but will give you an extra action to do while you're out in the wilderness. But first, you guys have to pick a direction you want to go. So
Anyone have any opinions?
Left.
I'm
That-
also gonna
That
say
sure is
west.
a choice.
Well, we know about the alchemist dude. And we
Oleg
know
mentioned that Boken's hut was to the east
Oh,
a couple days.
so to the right on the screen.
Yes.
Okay, so we
East.
probably wouldn't.
Is
go
that
there.
green little area where we are right now?
This is where you guys are currently.
Yeah, we're in the spot with the flag.
Yes.
Yeah.
The nymph overnight mentioned that there was some kind of some place that she thought that
Cabin?
you should, cabin that you guys should look for.
Did she
and
say?
of course,
I don't remember. Did she say exactly in what direction?
she did not.
around.
She said it was hidden from her vision.
And then we know where the bandit camp is, right?
You know it is to the south by a few days.
Okay.
Okay. Do we want to hit up the alchemist and then circle back around to the bandit?
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah. Be fun. All of our magic-y people could get some hopefully interesting things there.
Alchemy sure is interesting.
Sure, let's do that.
I'm carrying time like this with my face in his belly.
If we find anything about your mystery lady on the way, we can look into that too, okay, Calliope?
That would be nice.
And we can get more of that wine.
All I know is that we have to find some sort of cabin.
In the woods.
Right.
Well,
That's flattered.
nature spirits like that are kind of like the land itself, so if you can get them on your side, then things generally are a bit safer, so I think it's a good path to follow.
Juniper, do you know if there is a post as it were, if I was to send a letter to someone, somewhere that I could deposit.
We get travelers come through every now and again. We send. I wouldn't call it a postal system, but I can get things to Restov, and then people from Restov can get it to anywhere.
Yeah,
That
usually come here if I need.
Oh,
So
There's not a whole lot of traffic, but there's usually a few people every day. It's enough to send things. So, yeah, if you need something sent, by all means.
oh yes. Real quick, if you wouldn't mind. And then I'm just gonna send you a letter
Yeah.
that can be sent.
who are you sending a letter to?
I'm sorry.
Who's the letter for?
Oh, my partners.
Oh.
I need to let them know that I'm okay. I'm pretty sure they're both wondering, being that I haven't sent them a message. So
Has Alistair told us about his family yet at all? No?
I
This is
think
the
he
first
only
time.
told Calliope.
No, he hasn't really said anything about his partners.
Yeah,
Just
did.
the person that you worked for.
Yeah.
you said
Yeah.
specifically what you said was you found two wonderful people.
Oh, yes. Then yes. Then yeah. I'm just gonna send.
You got people waiting for you back home?
It's like a net business.
Not people. Waiting is such a strong word. I have people. I have my husband and my wife, and I also have my 2 children. So and then my grandchild.
That's wonderful.
You can do that. Interesting.
You can do what? Gobi?
Gorby learns about polyamory today.
That's the title of this episode.
The gang learns about polyamory.
Just the 2 kids. You got.
Ophelia.
Hmm?
Ophelia. That is
Yes.
your daughter, right?
My
That's a flower.
eldest, yes.
I know her.
I would hope so, being that she did marry a member of your family.
She is kind to me.
Well, that is good. Good to know that she is a kind soul. I've brought her up properly.
Orby looks up at you. Do you not get to talk to her very often? Is that what the letter's for? No, brother, that's for your partners, not for her. That's right. You should send her a letter too.
I will be sending
I
a
can see.
letter to my partners.
Alistair is very uncomfortable now.
Correct.
I apologize. I didn't mean to bring up anything that makes your heart heavy.
No, it is okay. I mean,
The way
You
she
can't
speaks
be
about
perfect.
you is...
Is
Well.
Ophelia a tiefling?
I'm sorry. What?
Oh, I was just curious. I've heard a few things.
Those ones are so fun. They're so cool.
They are.
Those
Yes, we
wood
are.
salad eyes.
No, she
Rhea's
is human.
Rhea's tail. She's not saying anything, but her tail is flicking. She's very pleased.
Why are you asking me if she is a tiefling? She is human. My wife and I had her, but what? Why are you asking?
Huh. Let's get real close. Well, I probably shouldn't have brought it up yet. I heard that one of your partners may have been a tiefling.
We should get going. We should all get going. Let me go ahead and write this letter real quick, and then we should go ahead and get going. Yeah, we should
Runs
run.
out of the trading post.
Is it true?
I'm too busy writing. I can't answer any more questions.
Sorry, what was that? I can't hear you.
Sorry. Too busy writing.
My hands
As
are
he-
too
as
busy. I
he-
can't hear you.
As he runs out, Rhea just shrugs and she's like, "Well, when people like me are involved, folks tend to get a little uncomfortable sometimes."
They're preaching to the choir down there.
Is it because you are a half
I ru-
demon?
I ruffle his hair. Well, yeah.
No.
Anytime someone comes out born different, parents aren't always happy.
I'm breaking Alistair.
You
15
change
minutes
what
in and Alistair is broken.
Oh God.
people have certain expectations when a kid is born, and if they don't live up to it, or if they come out wrong, especially when there's a reputation to uphold, well, things get messy real fast.
Fuck them.
We kind of do like collective community parenting in the Goblin Society. So, honestly, I think my parents are just impressed I'm not dead.
You know, people like to say it takes a village to raise a child, and that honestly sounds like a wonderful way to grow up.
It's very fun. It fits into the natural goblin chaos, but it's like organized chaos, if that makes any sense.
I grew up with many
Yeah.
people taking care of me as well.
I never would have guessed.
That's so cool.
Me too, actually.
What? Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Alistair walks back in and hands a letter over. What are you all talking about?
Just how we were raised.
We'll
and by
all
who
have
we
really
were
big
raised.
families.
Oh, that must have been nice.
Family. Sure.
I had a wonderful childhood.
I'm
Childhoods
sure
are
you
nice. It's good to preserve it.
did. Shall we go?
Kids should be
Well-
allowed to be kids.
Moments
Let's
when the
get going.
DM wants to roll an insight check.
On
I
whom?
had a wonderful childhood. So
On who? Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
All of you.
All
Wouldn't
yes,
you
everyone.
like to know, Weather Boy?
So you all leap. The way this works is the two big checks that you make when exploring, or not even checks for most of them, but is traveling and reconnoitering. Travel just means that you go to another hex that is next to the one that you are currently in. Reconnoiter is how you find things that are in that hex. So, for example, you have one hexploration activity right now, and you could use that to travel to the next hex. And then you could either push yourself to make another one, or you could take a long rest, wait till tomorrow, and then you could reconnoiter that hex if you wanted to do that. Since that would let you know if there's anything there. If it's hidden, then you have to make a check to see if you find it or not.
I know I said you'd give you a cuddle, but oh my goodness. Okay. I guess
Time
that's how
just
we're doing
cuddles
it.
up with Rhea.
We run hot. Tieflings run hot. It's
It's true.
warm.
All right.
I
So
guess she's just
it sounded like you
shot
guys
now.
wanted to head towards Spoken's hut.
Yes.
Right. So the first day, traveling one hex to the east. You guys want to push yourselves for another one, or do you want to call it there and camp for the night before the next day?
I would say
Push?
call it. Oh,
Okay.
Well,
No.
I mean, I don't
So-
see any reason to push ourselves yet.
There's two kinds of exploration activities. There's group durations, which is traveling and reconnoitering, and there's individual ones, which are things like fortifying your camp or mapping the area, subsist. But group activities take all of you to use one of your exploration activities for the day. So for traveling, that's one of your actions for everyone because you're all traveling. You can do a forced march, which gets you an additional activity at the start of the day. And you can forced march a number of days equal to your constitution modifier. If you do anything past that, you become fatigued.
Oh, word. We could do this forever.
I'm sure the barbarian can. I don't know about.
Yeah, what's that
everyone.
like?
Wait, that's right. Sorry.
Does anyone have a negative constitution modifier? No.
Not in this game.
Good.
Good.
All right. All right. So you stop for the day. Set up camp. Let's say I'm going to do a kind of round robin thing while we're
No
out
pun intended.
exploring.
That's me.
No, the pun definitely intended.
Fun definitely intended.
Oh, I don't have it yet. But I'm going to roll the d6. All right. 3.
Are you enjoying our special guest?
I love our
Very much
special
so.
guest. Gorby, what is something interesting that happens today on this first day of you guys traveling into the wilderness? It can be any time during the day, including during camp time.
Is this white looking thing that's kind of slightly below us? Is that water?
No, that's just part of the plains.
Okay.
The nearest river is this one over here.
Okay. No, it's fun. Something interesting that happens while we're going. Gorby decides to try at one point, and he stacks a bunch of his little rings together, and he eats them like a giant candy sandwich. And then we all learn what happens when goblins eat too much sugar, which basically is 10 minutes of him going absolutely insane, like just sprinting all over the place.
Zoomies.
Oh, yeah,
Our
she
goblin
did
has the
sometimes.
zoomies.
Huge zoomies. And then after about 10 minutes of this like absolutely ludicrous amount of energy, he like falls down and he can't move, and he doesn't know why. And they have to drag him for a little bit until he gets better.
Who drags the poor sugar downer? Yeah, I figured it was going to be Juniper.
You muted.
I'm used to it, is what I said.
You just shove him in your bag and keep walking.
He is pocket-sized.
All right.
It's like a baby Bjorn.
Oh god. Somehow a baby
Or baby
Bjorn comes into play into every single campaign I've ever done. Ever.
First Aster, and now Gorby.
Yeah, and in my Greek campaign we had a baby Bjorn for our smallest character too.
You just need
There
a
you
baby
go.
Bjorn. It's either for Gorby or for time.
Yeah.
If not little, why? If not for carrying, why little?
Yeah.
Correct. Little made for carry.
All right. So you all pass the night, and the next morning comes. Assuming nothing happens, you guys are heading still towards Balkan's hut.
Mm-hmm.
Let me roll for an encounter and see if something happens.
Encounter!
Encounter
You never know.
time.
Counter!
On one sec. I'll be right back.
Counter! Oh, holding on one sec.
Oh, there's a different cat in frame now.
Many cats.
There's never enough cats in frame. The only way to be better if it was a raccoon.
I think it's legal to have a raccoon as a pet in Florida.
Hmm.
Everything is legal in Florida.
Well, not everything.
You're right.
No, you're
Right about
thinking
that.
of New Jersey. Everything is legal in New Jersey. Everything dangerous is illegal in Florida. You
I lost my
as
dog.
how do you lose a dog? You forget to cherish.
My
him.
neighbors were having
Others.
drama, and I thought someone was knocking on my door, and they were banging on my neighbor's door.
Okay.
That's an
Oh, no.
apartment.
So halfway through the day, as you're making your way toward Vulcan's hut, it's gotta happen
It's
once
okay.
again. Who I think it would probably be Gorby because you are the only one expert trained in perception. You see a jittery old man in squalid clothing, kind of walking in your party's direction.
Juniper.
Hmm?
There's an old person.
Rhea's on guard.
Yes,
Okay.
Gorby, I'm right here. I understand.
What? No, they're not old. They just have red hair. That person looks old. Look at him. He's all shit on.
Thank you for pointing them out.
Why
Does he look older than me?
As he gets closer, he looks a little homeless, is what he looks like.
Oh, okay.
His
Gorby
gray
skips
hair is unkempt. He continuously clenches and unclenches his wrinkled, freckled hands. You guys do anything as he is walking towards you, or
Yeah,
Gorby
Calliope's
skips
going
up to
to
him. Suspicious.
walk up to him.
Wait, Gala.
Do you need any help?
he stops
I'm
and looks up at
suspicious
you?
because people like him are not often wandering the woods alone for no good reason.
Would you like to make a sense motive check?
Yes.
Does he answer me? Oh, you
No.
mean Robin.
Yeah.
While doing a
It's
sense motive, can I just vibe check the forest around to see if there's anyone
Yeah.
around?
Vibe check the forest, sure.
Oh god, oh god, there's no rolls for a vibe check.
It would be a perception
Perception.
check hidden. Is
Got
a
it.
sense motive.
And if you didn't hear me, I said Gorby skipped up to him, so I guess he
so
went up with
Calliope and
Calliope.
Gorby are both right up there. Rhea, your vibe check is he seems like a dirty old man. Not like dirty pervy, just literally dirty.
Oh, we found Master Roshi.
Challenge me.
Yeah, perception check, Nico.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. I'm sorry.
Middle left on the banner on your character sheet.
Middle.
The bookmark. Right next to initiative.
Oh, okay, cool. This is fine. I know what I'm doing, and this is a flawless system.
We're learning.
There we go. Okay.
You do a vibe check of the area around you. You do actually see in the distance a small hut in the middle of the plains, which you gather might be Vulcan's hut.
Okay.
But it's still a fair bit away. But looking around you, it is open plains. There's not really a lot of places for anyone to hide. So you are fairly certain that you have not. There's nobody else sneaking up on you. At the same time, as Calliope and Gorby run up to this old man, he stops and looks up at you, eyes wide, and then he tugs at his beard. Strange weather. Invisible fog creeping out of the woods. Soars beyond the sky, obscures the sun and moon. Strange.
I know about the fog.
I like this guy. He talks in riddles.
Oh,
Just looking at you.
I know that the fog needs to be fixed. I know that some sort of nymph came and told me.
The fog is wrong. It hinders your legs, not your sight. I wish not to try.
Is that what it'll show you? Or is that just because, you're kind of old? Which is okay, that happens.
I see more than ever. I've never seen so much before. But someone must look and no one else can.
I can look.
Callable. I
What?
think he's had too much wine.
Oh, I see.
Did I get anything with my sense motive?
Seems like a dirty old man.
Okay.
That's all you get.
Do you
Yeah,
want
I-
us to take you back to your hut? Maybe you should stop drinking.
Jonathan, can I roll any kind of like insight check on him?
Yeah, then perception check, sense motive. Make it secret, if you will.
I would love to. Hang on a second.
As he's trying to figure him out, Rhea will step closer. She's still on guard. She still doesn't know what he is.
Robin, I'm so
Mhm.
sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. Is it that the private
I'll
GM
kill
roll or the
you.
blind GM?
Blind. Blind means that I can see it and you can't, and no one else can.
Okay, cool.
Private means that you and I can see it, but no one else can. So when I ask for secret checks, that would be a blind roll to the GM.
Got it.
You made a joke about, oh, he's clearly drunk. He seems lucid. He does not seem drunk, you think. He's maybe not in his right mind, but it is not due to like any kind of drug or anything. I don't know if Gorby's imbibed in any alcohol or any other recreational drugs, but he's at least familiar enough with them to know that this is not what is going on here. When Calliope offers to... Sorry?
I was going to say, do you think Gorby would be familiar with the concept of madness? Because I kind of feel like he wouldn't be.
I think, given your fun little patron deity, Pickleberry,
Mm-hmm.
that he's familiar a little bit, I think, because there's tales of like playing so many tricks on someone that they just like tear their hair out in frustration.
Okay.
I don't know if it's necessarily like madness in the sense of like Cthulhu kind of madness, but
Mm-hmm. Then Gorby is going to continue, his normal jovial nature, but he is going to maneuver himself in a way where he is slightly in front of Calliope,
Okay.
as if he's trying to like make sure he can get in the way if something were to happen.
When Calliope offers to take him to his house, he kind of just like stares at her intently and says, "You should hasten. Your rival wastes no time. He races, but in another direction. He searches for power. He'll find it."
Who's searching, Papa?
Tugs at his beard again. "He's not tall, but he wants to climb high. Beside him are those who could stand against him and might yet still."
Okay. Why don't we go
Okay.
back inside and you can tell us about what you've seen? Does that
Maybe
sound
get
good?
you some tea or something. Maybe bread to help soak up whatever is in your stomach.
He just kind of shrugs and makes to like walk away from you in the direction you guys just came from.
Stranger, it is not safe to walk alone in these places. Do you have weapon?
Once stolen, the land should be reclaimed. Once reclaimed, bound with the claimer shall it be, bound, merged, joined by unbreakable ties, claiming the land, claiming its pain, claiming its death. He's just slowly walking away from you guys.
We shall reclaim and hopefully rejoin.
Almost without
Hey.
even noticing anything, he just kind of like points in a direction and just says, "South of the trading post, somewhere along the river."
south of the trading post, along the river. Thank you, kind sir.
Rio, were you gonna do something? Sorry.
Can I do some kind of occultism or arcana check to see if I have a suspicion that this has something to do with divination magic. He's seen too much, he did too much, whatever.
Yeah, occultism sounds like a recall knowledge occultism check.
Foundry will load for me. Hacha.
Good shot. Maybe could just be ramblings, could be something occult in nature. I don't think you have enough information, have seen enough of him to tell one way or the other.
Well, we should make note that there might be something south of the trading post along the river. It could be the bandit camp, because we were told that that was also south. But we should just make note of it.
If it was, he kept talking about the fog. Maybe it has something to do with that cabin that Kalapa was talking about.
Possibly, the ramblings of a madman can sometimes hold true thought, so that's something to keep in mind.
Something causes every fit. So. You said there was a house nearby behind him, right?
Oh, yeah. There is one.
You noticed it, yeah.
It is the second person that has said something about this fog.
Definitely didn't seem natural.
It said it slows you down, which was interesting.
And
Does
said
not
that
impede the sight.
nothing, no one can see it or something. Or that he cannot see it, but he needs someone to be able to see it. I didn't understand.
Well, we can go to these alchemists, see if maybe he might have some more information on it. Does not hurt to check. Come. He is going to lead them to where he saw the hut.
It's only a couple more hours out from where you are. The open plains, it's very easy to see in every direction for very far. And yeah, it's a very small hut, and you can see that there are alchemical ingredients being grown in gardens all around this hut for like a solid 100 yards or so. You see this middle-aged man that is like very well tanned, out in like all these reagents, who also sees you coming and kind of gives a wave and finishes up whatever he's doing and starts to make his way toward you all. Seems maybe a little nervous, but hello?
I'm not going to run up to him, because every time I do that, it's a bit loud.
Hello.
Greetings. How can I help you?
You're the alchemist?
Yes, that's my name, Vulcan.
Okay. What are we looking for?
You
What,
here to trade?
Yes!
Or-
Yes.
I have things to trade. Come inside, sure.
Can I check to see why he looks like a nervous wreck? Because, like, valid, but also I feel like there's something else.
He is a
5
dead
heavily armed people just rolled up on him.
Go ahead and
Possibly.
No.
Yeah.
Sense motive.
Couldn't be.
Nah.
That's just perception, right?
Yeah.
Juniper, it's like your house, but there's like less woods and more fields. There's a lot of plants there.
Please let me roll. Come on,
I don't make potions with them.
Come on.
please. Are you not gonna let me roll? Come on. I'm clicking the button. Let me Do it. I'm not allowed to roll, apparently.
Are you pressing the right button?
I am. It never popped out for me. Give me 1 second. I now have to close 5 boxes.
That happens sometimes. It'll pop up behind your character sheet.
Here we go.
Another 18. Look at you.
He doesn't seem like he's hiding anything. He just looks like he clearly lives in the middle of nowhere, and he's not like. You don't get the sense that he's like so introverted that he's unable to carry on a conversation. It's just that he's like quick and to the point, and is not used to much conversation.
Gotcha. He's just
Low
socially
charisma
awkward.
modifier.
Yeah.
You do notice that the pinky finger on his right hand is missing.
Be like that sometimes.
His
You
pink.
know?
He's part of the Yakuza.
Heyo.
Fantasy Yakuza.
Oleg told us about your place.
Oh, yeah, Oleg, nice guy.
Right. What have you got?
Trade with him sometimes.
Oh, me
you know, got some healing potions,
Oh.
a couple of fire resistance and cold resistance potions.
Do you know anything
Much for
about
a
the fog
healing
outside?
button.
Fog. I mean, been foggy for a few days. It's not that unusual in the spring.
It's just that we heard about it from 2 people now. About it being a bit strange. Have you noticed anything?
Who's? You're talking about Remus?
Is that the fellow outside?
Is he old?
He's a little touched in the head.
Well, we one of us heard it from a nymph. Too. So.
Well, I can't say that I know much about creatures of the first world, so I guess I'll take your word for it, but I wouldn't
Creatures.
put too much of Remus's word. You know, Fae and things like that.
Yeah.
What manner of healing potion have you got?
I mean, I can make anything to a certain extent. If you're looking for anything in particular, just might take me a little while to make it. What I've got on hand right now is a couple of minor healing potions, a couple of lesser healing potions. I got one moderate, and lesser potions of fire resistance and cold resistance. They might not taste as good as they usually do. I'm running low on fangberry juice.
Why are you running low?
It's the bandits, and it's a bit of a trek.
Always the bandits.
We'll take care
Everybody's
of
having
the
a real
bandits
rough
at
time with
Oleg's.
those.
Whereabouts could we find them around here? Do you know?
There's a large thicket of fangberries, about 50 miles or so southwest of the trading post.
Ugh, everything's.
You could bring me a basket. I'll give you a few potions for free.
All right. Yeah. How much is that? Slightly better healing potion. I forgot. Moderate.
Minor, lesser, and moderate, or in that order, like how effective they are. A moderate
Prices,
would
'cause
be
I'm lazy a little bit.
moderate would be a 50 gold.
It's all my money.
Lesser would be 12, and minor would be 4 each. The fire resistance would be 45 gold, and the cold resistance would also be 45 gold.
We need money.
Gorby would like 2 minor healing potions.
That's what he's got.
That's 8 gold.
8 gold.
Awesome.
How
And
much
then
does a moderate healing potion give?
Moderate is 3d8 plus 10 HP. Lesser is 2d8 plus 5. And minor is 1d8.
Could I do one of the lesser healing potions?
Yeah, sure.
Basil, you are
Do we
right
want
in the
to
way.
all toss in 10 gold for the moderate, so that way we just have one on hand for if someone goes down completely?
Sure.
I don't see why not. Who wants to carry it, though? You,
I
Alistair?
can.
You seem to
Yeah,
be the
I can
healer.
do that. Yeah.
Alright. Hey, here's 10.
I'm in agreement with
From
that.
my-
I can do that.
Wait, what just
All right,
happened?
so everybody,
Oh no, it worked.
Communism.
everybody toss out. Communism happened. Yep, it begins.
Communism stimulator!
Is the
Communism
unusual object
happened.
something you just put in here?
That was the talisman.
Oh, again?
From,
I feel like it
back
just
in the...
like moved. Alright. Carry on.
Oh yeah, we never actually looked at what that was.
Maybe Basil did it. No, okay. I'm fucking up here.
You can try to identify it if you want to.
Sure! How do I do that?
Click on the little question mark.
Yeah. Yeah. I have done that. Nothing
Did
is
it pop up?
happening.
There it is.
Oh,
Should pop up
beans.
like a little. It is. You can make any kind of identify magic check: Arcana, Nature, Occultism, or Religion.
Occultism.
Okay.
Yeah. Blind? Yes? No?
Yes. Okay. I have identified it for you. It is I think it's a Bloodseeker talisman.
Oh.
Ooh.
That
Yes,
sounds
Bloodseeker
scary.
Peak. You affix it to a weapon, and it deals sneak attack damage, basically, against off-guard creatures.
I hand it
It,
over to
it deals
Gorby.
what?
There's wolves in these woods.
It deals
Yeah, I didn't
precision
know-
damage,
Okay.
and if it deals sneak attack, it also deals bleed damage.
I don't attack with weapons, so either you or Alistair, I think, could use this. Ma'am, we're not eating headphones right now. Let's go.
But how does it read?
You affix it to a weapon. It is a talisman. It's essentially a consumable item. And then when you hit an off-guard creature with the weapon, it deals extra precision damage.
Oh wow. Okay. Is it like a one-time use thing?
Yes.
Ah. Okay.
Talismans are one-time use items.
I see.
Is it a temporary item?
It doesn't have an expiration date, if that's what you're asking. But once you use it, it will expire, and you can't use it again. Yeah.
Right. No. So, I'm sorry. I'm not saying this very well. If you use it on an item, does it permanently augment that weapon?
No.
Okay.
It's temporary.
Okay. Awesome. I
Yes,
think someone else should
runes,
hold on.
Runes are the things that will permanently enhance your item.
Okay. Cool. Sorry. I still D&D to Pathfinder stuff.
Yeah.
I think if anyone should have that, it should be Alistair, because I already do a ridiculous amount of damage. Respectfully.
Alistair will gladly take it anytime that he can do more damage. It's fine by him.
Respectfully, here's your Bloodseeker
Yeehaw.
Peak.
My blood.
I'm muted. Fuck. I
Man.
I go to hand it to Alistair and then I hold it back. Tell me a secret.
Is this the price for the Bloodseeker?
Aye.
What secret would you like?
I don't know. Something fun.
Orby's like,
You know my secret, so I think I deserve something.
Gorby's looking very excited. He's done the secret game with Juniper, and he's like,
A secret. When I was 25-ish, a close friend of mine and some would say brother in arms one time stole a couple of books from the Sertova library.
Were they good?
They were about the human anatomy and other race anatomy, so I don't know what you would consider good. We were looking for like doctor stuff, so it wasn't like
Wait,
Doctor
wait
stuff.
a minute.
saucy. Yeah,
That-
what?
That was you?
It was a long time ago, yes.
I know.
And by long, I mean like 25-ish years ago.
I know. I was around 25-ish years ago, and I remember this happening.
Yes, look, I was young, and I was very young, and I was influenced by someone.
But you never returned those books.
No,
They have
I
been
did not.
missing ever since.
Yes, they are in my house.
Can I have them back?
Currently,
Rhea just
no.
bursts out laughing. It's the funniest
No,
shit she's ever
currently,
said.
absolutely not. I am nowhere near
What
them.
are you, the
You-
British Museum?
You must give them back. You have to give them back. It is not right to steal.
No, it doesn't.
Sorry,
Yes, it does.
Are you gonna buy anything else, or can we maybe have this discussion outside?
Poor
It's
man.
making me a little uncomfortable.
Poor man.
wine. We'll have phenomenal wine. We would like some.
Oh, yeah, I can. I mean, I just make the juice. I think Oleg is the one that like ferments it. But I could give you a bottle of fangberry juice when you bring me some more. Like I said, I'm kind of running low.
Right. I
Okay,
lean
cool,
over to
yeah.
Alistair and hand him the talisman. Always steal from rich people.
Juniper, I do hate to break it to you. I am also rich people.
So I can steal
Oh.
from you and it would be okay.
Well, not
Or-
currently,
Are
but
you saying I should have charged you more for the potions?
no,
No.
absolutely not. What I'm
Okay.
saying is you charged a fair bargain, and I thank you. Now we should go.
All right. Have a good day, I guess.
You too.
Have a
Thank
good day as
you.
you. Yes.
You all leave Boken's hut
Leaving him
with-
more confused than ever.
with yet another side quest under your belt.
I like that all our side quests are in the exact same spot.
Funny that.
It's gonna be great.
It's
Weird
almost as
how
if
that
he's
happens.
pushing us towards
Our
a
little quest
specific
log is going to have
location.
so many like little check marks done when we finally go down there. It's just going to be like ding, 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 ding.
Are we able to make like a party journal in here like we did with
Yes, I can do that.
Because I'm not gonna remember all this stuff.
That's okay. I got you, babe.
Give me the berries. The notes.
There,
like
there is
get
also a
berries.
quest log.
Oh.
So I can just equip this to
You can attach
my
it
sword.
to your sword, yeah.
Yeah, and then it can stay on until something is off guard.
Correct. I don't think it has. I don't think it's like it expires and it's only you can only just. The restriction is you can only have like one talisman per item that it can be affixed to.
Gotcha. How do I take it off?
I don't think you do.
Okay. Not take it off. Sorry. Combine it, or is it just in my inventory that I just have to remember?
It's in your inventory. There is a button that says "Use Bloodseeker Beak." I think that is probably it.
Okay.
If you open it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so another day down. Let's do another d6 roll to see who gets to do some fun things. 6. That's me. I get to say something fun that happens this
Oh
day.
no!
Rocks fall, everyone dies.
Yeah, rocks fall, everyone
roll a
dies.
new character.
I mean, you could say that Remus was my thing, but unless you guys want me to do something else.
Do something else. You just rolled for it. Hello?
Okay. Jeez, sorry.
It's almost like we like your story.
Commit to the goddamn
Ooh.
bit, Jonathan.
Okay. So you guys are heading to set up camp. Let's see. I'm gonna roll one more d6 for funsies.
For funsies.
You know, for kids.
Bless you.
Calliope. As you are not doing much of anything setting up the camp, because that is Calliope. While everyone else is setting up camp, you look up and suddenly there is a deer in your face. Just like nose right in your face. As soon as you scream, like jumps back and darts off into the darkness.
Alistair looks
Oh,
up.
come on, that
What was
that
all
could
that?
have been good eating. What you scare that off for?
What?
Can I chase after it?
Sure.
Hell yeah. I want deer for dinner.
Gorby would like to join you in the chase.
Yeah, both of you go ahead and make me a subsist check.
Subsist check.
That's going to be a survival.
Survival.
Oh,
Good
we
thing I
got
have a
this.
cloak. That gives me +1.
Or if you have something like hunting lore. But I don't think either of you do.
You guys have all these fun lores. Where do these come from? You want to do this public?
Yeah, this can be public, it's fine.
Okay, 1 second. I need to add +1.
Oh yeah, Gorby. Alistair immediately gets lost. Just 2 steps outside of the campfire light, and you realize, oh crap, I can't see in the dark.
Oh crap, I'm human. I still forget this.
Gorby, tell me how you hunt this deer down, and how you kill it.
Oh. So Gorby, he puts his little visor down so he can focus, and he just sprints off in the direction of where he can hear the deer like running. And the deer kind of he just keeps going, and eventually the deer stops because the deer gets tired, and Gorby just jumps silently and lands on the back and breaks his neck because he wants to die quickly.
Just like the bleed is just like, and just falls to the ground, its spine severed.
He pets its little
He'll
head.
be able to find his way back, right?
He pets the deer's head
Juniper?
and like closes his
Gorby?
eyes.
Yeah.
He does
And
this
then
all the
he-
time.
I didn't know
And
about
then-
Alistair, but you know.
He kind of
And
grabs
I-
it by both of its little legs and like just kind of yeets it up onto his shoulders, and he just starts going back.
I imagine
pretty
it looks
exercised.
like in the brush a deer is just moving by itself before Gorby
Yeah, just-
emerges.
That's usually how they move.
Yeah, it's just like you see the deer head is like on top of Gorby's head, so all of you just see like the antlers go back towards you.
I'm so sorry I canceled last week.
Gorby emerges from the woods. He's like, I got it.
Good job. Didn't Alistair go with you though?
You know what? It's totally good. Here. And Gorby goes up to Calliope. He's like, real quick, the deer wants to say sorry. And then he kind of like bobs his head up so it looks like the deer is like flapping its face. It's like, I'm sorry, lady. and then it sets it down, and he goes off to find Alistair.
I need you to know Alistair had taken 2 steps and then walked back in, and people were like, "Where'd he go?" And Alistair's like, "I guess I'll just be quiet and wait for them to notice me."
Is Calliope properly traumatized by this?
Yeah, she's sitting there, mouth open, like frozen.
Jennifer's laughing.
Okay, honey. Okay.
Alistair will walk over to the deer and take out his sword. Calliope, I suggest you look away
you're
as I
gonna learn
prepare
how-
the meat.
Calliope turns around.
You could learn how to skin a deer today.
Yeah, you should learn at least.
Maybe another
Look, she
time
was
I will learn.
traumatized. Yeah.
We'll start
Baby
with getting a
steps.
fish once we get to the river.
How long do
we
we want to
talked
say Gorby
about
looks
the
for
eggs.
Alistair?
Probably half hour.
Beautiful.
I'm helping.
Eventually comes back and is like, can't find him, and then there's just Alistair dissecting this,
Gore all
Yeah.
over his hands as he's cutting up a deer.
Rhea
making
is
a nice
helping.
venison roast for the night.
Yeah, I've decided that most of Rhea's cooking experience is, can I put it over a campfire? Can I wrap it in something and bake it in the coals? And that is her cooking experience.
Baked potatoes and venison.
Yeah. Alistair
Time.
knows how to cook, so he's cooking. He has his rations are just seasonings. It's just seasonings. And he properly
Love it.
seasons the venison. He has Rhea help with the potatoes. Has some rosemary that he kind of puts in with the venison, and he serves it to
Perfect.
all of you.
This is delicious, Alistair.
I didn't know you could cook. We can take turns.
Perfect.
This is better than I've ever eaten before.
It's because it's fresh.
Aren't you from Fancy Pants Town?
Yeah, but I've never eaten anything like this before.
It is
It
better.
is because he showed the animal respect. Thank you, Alistair, for doing such a good job. And Gorby is eating it, but he's eating it very slowly.
Mama Adrienne used to say that rich people favored tradition over taste.
You're right about that.
I was not first of my line, so I had to actually learn life skills rather than just politics. I had to learn that too, but I also had to learn how to be a good husband, so I learned how to cook.
Everyone should learn how to cook.
We'll teach you, sweetheart. Don't worry. I pat
finish
Calliope
up.
on the shoulder.
You
She can
finish up
make
your
eggs.
dinner.
She can, and that's so wonderful.
Breakfast is very important.
You finish up your dinner
Fucking
and go to
eggs,
sleep for the night.
You know what I want more than anything right now? French toast. I smelled breakfast foods at some point during the day, and I just want a thick, crusty, good French toast. Anyway, good night.
It does sound nice. You wake up the next morning. Where to from here?
Should we go south?
I
I'd say south, yeah.
That's where everything is. So
Should we
I
go
think that
south?
we should head north. No.
Should we go south towards the river and then follow the river down, or should we just
Sure.
kind of
I like that.
go?
Yeah, it's a source of
Diagonal.
water. I say south to the river, then follow it. Source of water keeps us from getting lost.
You know, the only thing my house is missing is a waterfall.
We can do that, right? We can do that. Calliope, you can do elf water magic. You could make us a waterfall.
I don't know.
I
don't
don't think
think-
it works like that.
I will smash
Sit
the
down.
rocks and put them in a spot so we can make it a waterfall, and then we'll just fill it up with magic water, and we're good.
I can't
No, darling, you gotta get a source.
I see no
Right,
flaws
Right,
in
the
this
source is
plan.
the magic.
No, I need the water. I can't just make it.
Oh.
Imagine
maybe
Gorby,
I
if
can,
you
but-
were. You know how you flex and you gotta hold that position? That would be
Mhm.
like flexing 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Oh.
You get tired.
Yeah. Yeah, that wouldn't work. Okay.
No.
I'll figure out the waterfall.
All right. So you're
I
heading
would
He's gonna
die
towards-
for
fucking John
Gorby in a
Henry, John
heartbeat.
Henry some shit with his hammer. He gets back.
All right. So you're heading toward the river.
Yes.
Mhm.
All right. Are you hustling today, or still just?
There's been no
Making your way.
rush. We have not really had the need to. There's been nothing that would
Oh.
make us need to rush. We're not on any deadline.
Other than bandits ruining
think so.
everybody's lives.
We're not on
fog or
any
whatever.
deadline.
Better safe than dead.
Jonathan, when we get to a hex, do we have to do some? Oh fuck, that's a lot of dice.
Sorry,
Oh, it keeps
just-
going.
I was
Oh.
just rolling weather.
Okay.
So if you want to search a hex for if there's anything that isn't immediately obvious, then you need to spend an exploration activity reconnoitering it, which is just looking in that area for anything interesting.
Sends-
Something like a landmark, like the trading post, is something you automatically find. For something that is less obvious, but not hidden, just a reconnoiter will tell you if there's something there. If it is hidden or secret, you will need to make an appropriate check to see if you find it.
Okay. I have a +1 Constitution modifier. Can I just do that every day, or is that
You
not how it
could
works?
do that, but if you go over that, it's not you get an additional amount equal to your Constitution modifier. It's that you can push yourself for a number of days equal to your Constitution modifier, and if you do it for more than that, then you will wind up being fatigued until you take a full day to rest.
So I could only do it one time while we're just kind of ditzing around.
Correct.
Okay.
And reconnoitering is also a group
Yeah, I
check,
was
so
gonna say.
everyone would have to do it.
Everyone would
So
have to
we
do it.
could
Okay.
either keep exploring this hex or travel today.
Well, you've already used one to travel to this spot,
Yes.
so you could take another one to reconnoiter, or you can end your day here, and then if you want to reconnoiter, you can do that tomorrow, or you can keep traveling.
I think we can explore. Might as well have a little bit of exploration.
Yeah, it sounds like fun. That's what we're out
Yeah.
here for anyway.
Rhea, are you any good at making maps?
That depends on what check it would be.
There is, after you reconnoiter a hex, you can make a map, which is an individual thing.
I only have a 2 in crafting.
Mapping an area is a survival check.
I only have a 4 in survival.
Can
Well, so do
anybody beat a
we.
4?
Technically, I have a 5.
I'm glad we all made
Technically
strong
how?
survival characters for
What?
this.
How is it technically
Listen,
fun?
I am a social and magic skill girly.
Technically, because you gave me a cloak that gives me a +1 to all survival checks.
That is true.
So that's the technically.
All right. So,
Technically.
who's this? Juniper, tell me something that happens today on this travel. I'm rolling at random.
Time chases a squirrel, and Juniper goes running off after him and leads everybody off track.
Love it.
Seems about right.
That does seem like something time would do.
I don't know if raccoons chase squirrels, but this one does.
This one
It's
is
a
a very
very-
dog-human raccoon.
Squirrels
and-
are
Just a
very
silly little
unkind
guy.
things.
It's also definitely someone that Juniper polymorphed into a
Yes,
raccoon.
totally.
And-
Who likes squirrels?
Yep. What if it was a dog transformed into a raccoon? It'd be crazy.
A dog that was once a human just got transformed into a raccoon.
Crazy.
We have to go deeper.
Like Juniper
Um,
tried to reverse the dog and accidentally just turned it into a raccoon.
She would do that.
Love it.
It's a chain.
A dude into a dog into a raccoon. Alright, you all go to bed, wake up to another sunny day. Would you like to reconnoiter this hex?
May
Do you
as
think
well.
today?
While we're here.
Okie dokie. Which, for this one, there is no check involved. You just spend some time. If everyone would like to make me a secret perception check.
Secret perception.
A secret?
A secret. This would be a blind check for you.
Blind GM roll. Let's go.
Love my
There's
dice in this module.
Perception. Roll.
You all take a look around this area for the better part of the day, and do not find anything of interest.
Oh, we rolled like shit.
Or there might just not be anything there to find.
That's true.
You are in the open fields. You get the feeling, I'll say, that you probably would have found something if there were something to find there, but you do not.
Gotcha.
But that is the end of another day.
Can we make a map? We have to declare we're making a map? Even though we found
making-
nothing?
Making a map is specifically a different... It's a check you make after you reconnoiter an activity to make a map. Individual one activity.
So one of us could do that now.
If you want to push yourself after a day of
Oh,
using an activity.
I see. Oh, wait.
Although, because anyone who has more than 30 or more feet of movement, you do get 2 activities per day. So you could, for an individual, if you have a speed
Wait,
of 30
why
or
is my feet
more.
28? Okay. Why am I carrying too much crap all the time?
Oh,
So everyone but me should have 30, right?
Nope.
Base is
Nope.
25. Mine should be 30, though, I think.
Base is 25.
yes.
Does elves be
Oh.
fast?
Elves be gliding.
But I need to get rid of some
Yeah,
of this
I also
crap.
have 30 foot.
Yeah, so if
Speed.
you want to make a survival check to map this area, you can totally do that.
Yeah, fuck it, why not?
Why do I still have this dagger and shortbow? This is what I was trying to sell it last time to offload it, so this wouldn't happen, and then we couldn't figure out how to do it. I think I already
We'll
just...
look at it in a bit.
I'm deleting them because I think I already added the gold in here.
Stupid way that I do it is I look up how much it's worth,
I think that's what I already
delete
did.
it from my inventory, and then add however much gold it's
Yeah.
worth to my gold.
Would you like to hero point that, Rhea?
Sure, why not? That's a suggestion that can
Okay.
only mean good things.
You do map this place.
That would be such a fucked up suggestion. It wasn't necessary.
It's very threatening, and I love that for us.
Do you want to hero point that? Yeah. Okay.
Sounds like a threat.
You
Is it at 20 suckers?
you spend your extra bit of time during the day mapping the area. very dull bit of open plains. There's nothing of interest here. No commodities, no natural resources. It is just empty plains as far as the eye can see.
I draw a little squiggly serpent on the edge for fun. Into the unknown.
No.
Yep.
Oh,
I mean,
not
the
covered.
edges of old maps always have something fun.
It's true. Here be Fae rather than dragons.
Here there be
So-
me, motherfucker.
Another day. Let's see who it is this time. That is going to be Gorby again. What is something Gorby does today?
Gorby again.
Gorby again.
Gorby. Damn, I can do crafting. Crafting's a thing. Gorby has been very diligently trying to figure out how to take the deer antlers and modify them to fit onto his backpack to make it look really cool.
Love it.
And he is not having a ton of success because they keep like stabbing something every time he puts the bag on.
Poor Gorby. The Gorbmeister. Well, why don't you make me a crafting check, see how well it actually goes.
I would love to. Crafting. Is Gorby a crafty little dude? Let's find out. Does have a +3. Or a +8, I guess? I don't know. I don't know. This fucking
You
works.
make it work pretty well, actually. A bit of trial and error of poking yourself in the back, and you figure out how to get it so that they're like coming out over your shoulders.
Yeah!
Like these deer antler wings. It works. It works.
It's got the coolest backpack on the playground.
True.
He's got the
Alright.
Ash Ketchum backpack with Pikachu ears.
Another day comes and goes. Fairly sunny morning. Where to from here?
Let's go there.
Any other?
It's the start of the river, and there's mushrooms.
There might be mushrooms. All right. You spend your day today heading over that way. Oh, good job.
Have you considered not doing that?
No,
Yeah, have you considered?
I'm the day of this game.
Have you
God
considered getting good?
This area has a very prominent landmark, actually, that you don't need to reconnoiter for. There is an old wooden fortification here, clearly of Brevik make, though it currently seems empty. Just from a look, there are no scouts or anything standing on the outside of the fort.
Hello?
Does this familiar structure of any sort for Alistair?
I'd say for you, make me a society check.
Society.
We live in
We live in a
society.
society.
Wait, what are we doing?
I'm
Just a
rolling
society
for-
check from our resident war crime hero.
Listen,
I'd say you know this is called Fort Serenko. You don't know why it's empty, but it is. It does belong to Brevoy.
I know I spelled that wrong.
You were close.
Is it open?
I mean the front gate is closed. There's nobody on the walls.
Gorby would like to try and push the front gate open.
Yeah,
Gorby, what did we say?
Juniper's already there, also doing that.
The
Maybe
two
I
of you
should
together,
knock
like,
first.
I already said hello.
I see your leg in the mirror.
you push open the gate. Into what is clearly like an abandoned fort. A quick look through. It doesn't look like it was abandoned, like they all were taken away in the night. It looks like it was very orderly, but swiftly left by whoever was the scouts and soldiers that were once here. Like they were recalled or something.
Leave anything good behind?
Well,
Not really. There's some like basic weaponry in the armory.
we're lucky.
But
Maybe there's a mattress and some blankets. We can get some rest in bed.
you could sleep
Yes,
here tonight
please.
if you wanted.
Alright.
Gorby would like to explore around the entire fort.
Buddy system, darling. Buddy system.
I'll go
We
with
don't want to
him.
spook anybody who stayed behind.
Juniper would like to, or Gorby would like to explore the fort with Juniper.
Fair enough. Let me do this while we do. Okay.
While they explore, I'm gonna try to hunt down a probably barracks, see if there's a spot we can crash for the night.
Yeah. Very bare bones. Like I said, everything really significantly valuable has been taken away. But there's beds with sheets.
Can I
There's
look-
there's a like a kitchen that you can make dinner in. Better than roughing it for the night.
Can I possibly look for hidden doors, things that are being like something is covering a false door on the ground, just anything that like might show a deeper part or a hidden part of this fort?
Of course you may. Make me a secret perception check. You make your own rounds. Are you going alone after Rhea saying no? But
Yes.
okay.
Yes,
So the rule is just to keep Gorby company.
correct.
Mostly Gorby and Calliope.
Rhea's staying with Calliope while the rest of them go looking around.
Mhm.
Dust off
Alistair,
the sleeping quarters.
I'd say you don't find any secret compartments, any hidden dungeons or anything
Okay.
where they left behind some terrible cult activity. Kind of boring, really, honestly. Same for you, Gorby. Like it's a pretty standard fort. It's in good condition, but just an abandoned fort at the moment.
Are there any neat little
There were
trinkets
training
lying
grounds.
around? A weird
Yeah,
pine
there's
cone?
there's a fighting pit in the yard.
Okay. I'll just take out my sword and I'll start beating up on one of the dummies.
How many beds are around?
There was only one bed.
There was only one bed. It's a proper barracks, so like there is one fairly nice chamber that was clearly like whoever the commander of the fort was, and there's a proper barracks with like maybe 24 beds or so.
Rhea looks around. She paces for a couple of minutes. She looks at Calliope. You ever had a slumber party before?
Some of my friends when I was younger, we used to have slumber parties.
Well, then you would know it is an excellent way to bond. And she just starts pulling blankets and pulling mattresses. I'm making a fucking blanket fort. I'm an adult and nobody's watching me.
What are you doing?
There's nobody here. to tell us no. And honestly, we're gonna be stuck with each other for a long time, so we might as well try to enjoy each other's company.
Okay. I still don't understand what you're doing with the mattresses and blankets, though.
We're gonna make a little fort out of it. Make it nice and cozy.
Fort within a fort.
And we're going to, like, snuggle up inside of it?
If you wanna.
Okay.
Time grabs one of the pillows and brings it over his
Good
little
job,
criminal hands.
His little criminal hand.
Time is a criminal. Time
sure
has
is.
done time. He's not called
Ayo.
Time because of the seasoning. He's called Time because he spent time in jail.
Correct.
I can't go back.
You call me a war
Uh,
criminal. Have you looked at time?
Yeah. We're heading off into parts unknown, and I've been on the road a lot, doing things for work for for my family's shop, and you gotta find joy wherever you can. I saw a bunch of blankets and pillows and mattresses, and I'm like, let's be a little stupid for once. We're safe. We got a minute to rest. So we gotta make the most of our journey.
I like that idea.
How
It's-
many...
I thought
good.
you would.
You can keep going, I'm sorry.
Fuck you.
No,
Gork.
you're fine.
How far
We'll
away is
never
the
forgive
river
you.
from us? Like, could we fish for dinner? Or is it like a whole day's walk or something?
I think the fort is built right next to the river,
Or we would like to fish.
so you could fish for dinner for tonight.
Would you like to get fish for us for dinner?
Yes.
Okay.
Can I go down to the river with you, Gorby?
Ah.
We can
Oh,
go
you're
together.
coming with us?
Oh, you're
You could
going
use-
to Juniper.
Maybe you could use your water to, like, water them out.
Well, I was
Sokka, look, I caught one!
while you're off playing soldier.
While you all do your various things, we're going to take a break here. We'll be back in 10 minutes for the slumber party. So that's apparently what this episode is going to be titled.
Be the first episode of
Yay.
Adventure Time all over again.
Bonding.
We'll see you back in 10.
Yeah.
And welcome back.
Was
So, I don't know. I was trying to make it new and fresh and fun. So Calliope, Juniper, and Gorby are heading down to the river to fish.
Down, down, down.
Down, yeah. Audio jungle.
Do you fish a lot? Calliope.
I've never fished.
Anna teach you how to fish? Is that why you came with us? Alistair taught you how to do eggs, and now it's my turn to teach you something else.
I did not come to learn how to fish. I just wanted to be by the water.
Oh.
You should learn how to fish anyway.
Oh, well, I mean, she'll pick up by watching us a little bit. Probably more from you.
I don't think I have a fishing pole. I was just kind of betting on Gorby walking into the water and like.
It's fucking great.
Yes. Yes. I'm so on board with that.
Who needs a fishing pole when you have
Gorby will just walk out into the water, kind of where he can stand, and he'll put his visor down, and he'll just stay completely motionless with his eyes shut.
Like the video of the dog. Just like, go! Go ahead and make a survival check, a subsistence check.
So nice of you to join me, Newton.
Oh, that's the dog. That is a success. You don't get a lot of fish, but Gorby definitely, over the course of the night, gets enough food for himself to eat, at least.
Oh. Well, I was thinking this is going to be our dinner. I suppose not. Right?
I mean, we can say that it's enough for everybody. It's for funsies. While Gorby is doing the most inefficient yet somehow successful fishing you've ever seen, what are the two of you doing?
Calliope stripped down to like bathing suit attire. Something comfortable that going into the water, and she's going to sit in the water where it's its shallowest and meditate.
It is really cold.
Oh.
It is just coming out of winter, and this river
forgot
is...
it's winter here.
Yeah, I mean it's the beginning of spring, but it's like we're talking
Okay.
March, not
Hold on.
like...
I totally forgot it's winter here. Okay, she's going to. She'll
water's
instead
like
of
50 degrees.
yeah. Instead of getting into it, she'll keep her clothes on, but then put her little peetsies just at the water.
Her peetsies,
It's so
okay.
cold, but it's
Calliope just assumed it was warm because Gorby just walked right out into it.
Yeah, Gorby
literally.
is no fucks given. Just
Yeah, it's just her little peetsies, but she's gonna meditate with the water.
I sit right next to her.
It's a little hard to focus while you're right next to me.
Oh, I know. So, why did you come all the way out here when you don't know how to fish? You don't know how to put together a camp? Just curious.
Because the people that recruited us believed that I could do this. And I wanted to prove to my father that I can, that I am capable.
Fair enough.
Well, what about you? Why are you here?
Oh, I wanted to stop bandits.
I want to do that too, obviously.
Oh, I see Oleg a lot, and there's trouble in him, so he's my main source of stuff.
That is honorable.
Your cause is honorable too. You're gonna have to learn though.
I know. And I am willing to learn. It's just a lot. All at once.
Alright.
I'm not ready to hunt. That's all.
How about you help me cook later then?
I can do that.
Okay.
I think I could make a very good cook. Those eggs were really good, weren't they?
Yes!
Okay, well, I know you can make better, but for someone who has never cooked before, they were
Yes,
pretty good.
There were hardly any shells.
Okay, it was one shell, and you got it out of your mouth just fine.
Oh.
So,
Gorby pops his helmet up and turns around. He's like, I like the shells. Pops it back
thank
down.
you, Gorby. See?
He's a bit curious with his food tastes. But...
So, is your raccoon a person?
My raccoon is not a person. No. Who told you that?
It was just a rumor going around court. I mean, it was just about the bog witch who is mean and has a raccoon as a person, but I think all signs pointed to you.
He's not a person. He's a bit magical. We're still getting to know each other a bit, but he's special. But he's not a person. He's still just a raccoon.
But I saw him do things that are like a person.
Like what?
Like, remember that thing that he did that was like a person?
You're gonna have
Remember
to
that
watch
one
the
time
secret-
where he did something like a person? That time.
Didn't he bow
You know
or
that-
something?
that-
I can't remember.
He
Yeah,
did bow.
he
at one
bowed.
time,
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what I'm talking about. That's what she says. The bow thing.
He's a very
That thing.
polite raccoon. You can teach raccoons tricks, you know.
Oh. I don't know anything about raccoons, I guess.
I don't know why you would.
Yeah.
Listen, I was not gonna come with Gorby. You decided to come down here. Also, I know you heard me laughing at you the other day, and I'm sorry. You deserved a bit of it, but I shouldn't have been laughing at you because you don't know how to put together camp. And you get a little while of parroting off the nonsense that the nobility says about helping the poor,
What?
because I know how they get it in your head, but you gotta knock it off.
What do you mean,
With
knock
the
it
hand
off?
on her shoulder. That's most of the reason I was laughing, because I hate to be the one to break it to you. That's a lie. I love to be the one to break it to you. That nobility are just they're rich and they're trying to stay rich and get more rich, and that's it.
But, well, of course, we like to be comfortable, but we are helping. I have been in many meetings with my father saying that he is helping,
Saying
that the others... Yes,
and
they say things, they help the merchants with their wares and making the economy even for everybody, making sure that everybody can afford things, and making sure... I'm right.
I just pat her on the shoulder.
I don't understand. That is all we are working towards, is making sure that everybody can eat and everybody can be happy within our kingdom.
It's noble. You think that, and that's what you want, because it should be that way. We'll figure out how to do it better for ourselves, but is there shouldn't be no. We're not going. I won't get into all this right now. Just wanted to say I understand where you're coming from, but there's a lot of things you still need to learn about the world outside the castle.
Well, maybe that's what I'm here to do.
Good.
If I want to be involved in politics one day, I need to know what is out here, and I need to understand the world a little bit better. I've never left my house, my lifestyle for more than a couple of nights. So I guess I don't know what's out there, but I do have hope that my family is always good. That the king is good.
Do I know anything about her family?
They're
And
not
some
great
fellas?
people. They're not good.
You could make me a society check.
We live in a society.
Well,
We
I
live in a
have
society.
politics lore skill. Does that?
Sorry, that sounds like fucking Batman.
Where the hell is my society? Oh, but I'm untrained in that. What?
You live in a bog. Why would you be trained in society?
I'm trained in
live in a
politics
bog.
lore. That's what I'm trained in.
You've been.
Jennifer listens
Then-
to NPR on the weekends.
Oh,
Yeah, it's the last
is
part of
your
my name.
politics lore better than your
Yes, it
society?
is.
Or... Okay. You can roll that instead if you want, and
And
nothing. Go ahead.
great. Hero
You want a hero point that?
I do.
Yeah, go for it. I do want a hero point.
You want to use a hero point, sweetie?
Oh, you. Oh, hang on.
You have been away from Brevoy for a while, obviously. You do recall in your early teachings that the Shurtovas were they were the ruling house in Isia before the Rogarvians took over and smashed Rosalind and Isia together. And they are the ones that, as soon as the Rogarvians were gone, they were the ones that jumped in and were like, all right, we're in charge now. Beyond that, not too terribly much about any inner mechanisms or workings. But they've always been like top of the totem pole in Isia.
I've already lost the thread of what we were talking about before I asked this question.
Nobles.
I just say that my family is good and the king is good.
We love the monarchy.
I don't know if any of monarchs or anyone are really good. I don't remember much of your family. I've been away for a while. And that was the other thing I wanted to talk to you about while we're out here. You see, I did not have any intention of bringing this up, but the old man found me out already.
Did you say the old man felt you up?
No!
Damn.
He is a respectable man.
Mm-hmm.
Found me out!
You're a respectable
Okay.
whore, is what you
I
are.
am a respectable whore. I always ask before I do anything.
Hell yeah. Solidarity.
Oh, fuck, that was great.
I knew you when we were children.
You knew me.
Yeah.
Did you work in my manor? Were you a servant?
No. You need to maybe stop just assuming people are beneath you.
I didn't mean. I just. Sorry.
My name's Josephine.
Josephine? Like. Wait. Josephine? Like. The last time I saw you.
Rogarbia. Yeah. I think it was at a party I didn't want to be at.
It was. Yes, it was my family that hosted it. So you made it out.
I did. Turns out, Alistair was friends with my dad. Which is just so random.
That's funny. He's friends with my dad too.
Ali's just got a daddy thing.
History will say they were very good friends.
And they were roommates.
And they were roommates.
Different kind of daddy issues.
Since it already came up, and I would like to keep it quiet, I just thought I would.
Oh, I won't
Let
tell
me know.
anyone. I won't tell
I
anyone.
appreciate
Oh, you wanted to keep it real quiet? Interesting.
What is that fucking letter you sent, motherfucker? Oh my god. Anyway, I don't know that.
It's fine.
Calliope's gonna grab Juniper's hands. I am so happy to see that you made it out. I remember when we were children together and how much... I just remember how horrible your parents were to you. No one else saw it. But I did. I saw that you were not happy. You did not want to be there. I'm so glad that you figured it out and you got away.
I'll lean over and give her a hug. I appreciate you saying that.
Calliope's gonna like hug her like a
Oh.
big bear hug.
God. If you're anything like me, I think you'll be happier out here.
I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen, but maybe you're right.
Trust me.
But also, I have my family. I can't exactly just leave them behind.
You don't have to, but if it's a good place to carve out a new path for yourself. If you don't like the one you're given. Now, I am going to teach you how to gut a fish and
Oh, I don't-
grill it. No, let's go. Okay.
There is like a small pile of like writhing fish on the shore where Gorby has just been grabbing them and tossing them over there.
Why don't Calliope make me a nature check?
I believe in you.
Oh.
Do you want to roll with it, or you got 2 hero points?
I'm gonna hero point that.
Okay.
I'm helping.
I'm helping.
Oh no. It's
You made it worse.
You walk into the river with Gorby and Juniper very unsure. And the more the cold water goes up your legs, the worse you're like, no, I don't want to do this. And eventually there is, at some point, an explosion of water, and you watch as, almost against her will, Calliope is launched back towards the earth, essentially manifested herself being thrown back to the dirt rather than in the river.
Are you gonna get a handle on that?
I don't know how. Do you have any suggestions?
No, I offer you a hand.
She helps. She takes her hand and... If I had a teacher, I would probably be better at this, but I'm all alone.
Maybe we can find you
You're a
one.
magic user, can't you?
I don't know how to do that.
I don't even... Hopefully I'll get the handle on it eventually. I just need more practice, I guess. That's how I got to be such a good swordsman, was practice. That's what I will do with this.
Gorby flips his visor up and looks back at you. He's like, if you want to connect with nature, you need to meditate in nature. And puts his visor back
That's
down.
what I was trying to do, Gorby.
Gorby. He's got his visor down, so he's ignoring you and trying to catch fish again.
Good attitude. More of that.
You get a nice helping of fish for everybody.
Yes.
And unless there's something else you want to do down here, start making your way back to the fort.
I like the image of Gorby just with like an armful of fish that are like writhing, and he's trying to like hold on to them.
They're slowing down at this point. They're just like. Is Alistair still working out, or?
Yeah, he's taken off his armor and probably doing hot gilf shit. You know, like
Almost
The Witcher,
most
where he's
cut.
like, yeah, he
The
fucking has
most
no
cut
shirt
grandpa
on.
you've ever seen.
Yeah, covered in scars. Mostly burn scars, especially up his back. But otherwise, he is just practicing.
Yeah, you guys walk into the fort to see that. Alistair, you probably look back and see Gorby with an armful of fish.
Oh, okay. And he scrambles and puts his shirt back on. I see that you did good fish.
Yeah,
Fish.
yeah. We didn't have any fishing rods, so I had to improvise. I hope this is enough.
We have rope, and we are in nature, so there is sticks. But hey, you got fish, so that's all that matters.
Maybe we could save the deer sinew.
Why are you
next time.
saying fish so weird?
Fish.
Fish?
In a
Is
Fish.
that not how you say fish?
Listen, don't make fun of the man's accent. You walk back into the fort, and it has been
Once dinner's-
transformed.
Once dinner's done, I got a surprise for y'all.
Oh?
A surprise?
Oh shit, what did I do? Oh, I fucked
Little
up.
something to take the edge off.
What? I don't like surprises. What surprise?
It's a good one. It's a good surprise. Don't worry.
That gives me no information.
That's the whole point of a surprise.
No,
is you're
it's
not supposed to
fun,
have an
Alistair.
intermission.
It's fun. Just let yourself be surprised.
Embrace the chaos.
Were you always so
Would
tight?
either of them hurt us? Like, it's not like we're gonna walk into, like, I don't know, getting torn and feathered or something.
I don't.
That's something I would do.
Rhea
Say it.
immediately goes back and changes some things. so that
Yeah,
nobody
hold on.
gets tired.
Well, where would I get the tar?
Magic.
Alright, well, Calliope and I are gonna go gut some fish, so see you in a moment.
You very messily show Calliope how to properly prepare a fish. We'll see how many bones are left in it when she's done with them. But then when you take your finished meals back to the barracks, it has been transformed into the largest blanket and pillow fort you've ever seen.
Wow, Raya! It's beautiful, just like you said.
Oh, we all deserve to have a little fun.
Yes, this is going to be so much fun. It makes me feel like I am a child again at the sleepover.
Did you do this all
There you go.
yourself?
You get creative. Listen, there's nobody to tell me no. And sometimes when I don't have to worry about that, my impulse control is not there.
Same.
It
I get it.
Yeah, I can relate.
looks very nice.
Isn't
looks-
this fun, Alistair? Are you excited to have a slumber party?
Yeah, it's probably been forever since you had one, right?
Because he's old.
Let's eat, please.
Yes, let's eat, and then afterwards, we all have to pretend like we are the best friends in the world, and we're at a sleepover, and we're gonna
No,
tell
but we-
ghost stories, and well, we don't have anything to.
Okay, back it up a little bit. Can't force it.
Oh,
Can't force a friendship. You
right.
just gotta let it happen. It's okay. I ruffle your hair.
All right. Alistair very much is surveying everything and then finds a spot to just sit.
Get in the fort. Don't be a
Yes.
curmudgeon now. Come on.
He's at like the very edge. Like,
Correct.
technically in the fort, but not really.
I'm gonna meet your kids one day, and I'm gonna tell them you're boring.
Maybe don't tell Ophelia that one.
Both of them already know I am a stickler, so I don't think you telling them that will surprise them.
Calliope is gonna take her meal and then scurry into the fort and eat it. In the
They're
fort.
also grown adults. One of them has a
Yeah.
child. I don't
And
And
understood.
everybody loves people like talking shit about their parents. Like, if you can get embarrassing stories of your parents, it's funny.
Yeah, learning lore about your parents is crazy, dude.
imagine.
My mom was essentially raised by the family's German Shepherd.
Imagine learning
She
that
was
your
the
More
last
on that
father-
later, please.
She was the
Imagine
last
has-
of 5, and her parents were very busy.
My dad has
Imagine-
participated in several world record-breaking skydiving group things.
Imagine learning that your father slept with this gilf that you're hanging out with now.
Luckily,
Yeah.
Calliope doesn't know that yet.
Yep.
Let's
Yeah.
keep it that way.
Keep it that way.
It's gotta be
You
the
have
weirdest
a
weirdest
fun little
grouping.
slump. It is. Gorby is the only one not involved in this incestuous everything
Hey,
that's going
hold on. I want to put a brief pause on that. No incest.
Incestuous, not incest.
No,
There's a difference.
What do you mean? Is the only one? What do you mean? What do you mean?
You didn't
fuck
sleep
with
with my
Dad?
dad.
you didn't sleep with my dad.
Gorby's the only one who didn't sleep with Calliope's dad.
Oh, that okay. Gotcha. Wait.
Wait,
No, I'm kidding. It's just funny. Someone's dad. I don't know.
There was this goblin, you know.
Sometimes,
Are you my dad?
Are you my dad?
I don't have a dad.
That you know
I
of.
am my own dad.
Pointed
I'm
Alistair.
my own
Fuck you,
dad.
Steven Universe.
You all have a nice little slumber party.
Alistair
You-
tries. He
Alistair
truly
tries. At one point,
Calliope, if Alistair's gonna be grumpy the whole time, Calliope is going to force him to stand up and dance with her.
He's not being grumpy.
Come
He's
on,
just being
Alistair.
stressed.
Let's
Anybody
dance
got-
just a little. We can
Anybody got a
pretend
flute or
there is
something?
music.
All right. I will
You
dance.
cannot be a stick in the mud all the time.
No,
I know I
but
don't have
I'm-
one in my bag, but can I pretend I have? Can I say I have like a little ocarina or a flute or something?
absolutely.
I have
play
to
us
wait till
music.
level 2 to have the squeeze box.
Time starts singing in this raccoon voice.
starts
Not
chittering.
words, just
I lean over him. You're not
Well, it's
helping
a
my
pretty
case,
good,
buddy.
It's a pretty good little ditty because I rolled a 19 performance check.
it's fantastic.
I
Alistair
am
is-
going to add a flute to my inventory for fun.
Alistair will dance with Calliope. He is very much head on a swivel, but he is dancing with her.
Yay! Cute.
Your head is on a swivel just long enough to see being thrown at you by Time.
To see what?
Time throws a pillow at your head. Just this little raccoon with his criminal hands.
Alistair instinctively goes to like block Calliope.
Aw. I think the raccoon has the right idea. And then
Uh-oh.
Calliope picks up a pillow and then smacks Rhea with it.
No, they're going to use up too much
It's a
energy
pillow
before
fight!
bed.
Corby puts his visor down and grabs 2 pillows.
We are gonna get in so much trouble if anybody comes back. You know that, right?
Please
Calliope
be
walks over to
careful.
Juniper and smacks her
And
with
then
the
I
pillow.
smack Calliope.
I pick up a pillow and go right for Alistair.
Yeah! Hey, Grandpa.
Calliope's also gonna go for Alistair.
Look at him.
Time is now like on the outskirts, just like reveling in the chaos that he's created. From safety.
That is a human.
It's a human.
I don't know, have you
Juniper
ever
doesn't
seen a
know about
raccoon?
it. That'd be fucked up.
I've never seen a human and Time in the same room, so I guess
I mean, you currently are in a room
Yeah.
with a human and
Point
time
to
in the same
Alistair.
room.
points at Alistair.
One human. You have your lovely pillow fight and eventually get tired. And unless there's something else you want to
Exhausted
do.
before bed. Don't like
Yeah.
that. Mm-mm.
Isn't that the
Um,
point?
Anything you
Don't
want to
talk
do
about
before
that.
going to sleep?
Sticks.
No, I assume that
Sticks,
Oh.
yeah, sticks.
I assume that Calliope is gonna wear herself out and she's gonna be the first one asleep. She's gonna me.
Honk shoe, honk shoe.
No. She's a me kind of girl.
Oh, gotcha.
Me.
All right.
We got sticks and then lies down. Just kind of waits for everyone else to go to bed before he sleeps.
Fair.
Before
The night passes.
Rhea goes. Wait.
Go ahead.
Before Rhea goes to bed, she'll look at Alistair and how he's still so stiff. You know, we're gonna be around each other for a long time. And I know you've seen some stuff, but. And I know you're doing all this because you care, but you can't. You can't just be afraid all the time. Sometimes you gotta relax. Enjoy the moment.
Rhea, is the last time that I relaxed and enjoyed the moment. I have lost someone very dear to me. So I will not let that happen again. but I do appreciate the sentiment.
Right, I will remember that.
Gorby like sleepily turns over. Ah, you care about us. And then he turns back over.
I've never hidden it, Gorby, but yes, I do.
Darn, they found out my secret. I care.
Maybe think about letting other people take care of you too. And she'll go and snuggle up next to Calliope and go to bed.
Calliope, like in her sleep, once you snuggle up next to her, she's gonna literally turn around and cuddle you.
All right.
Grasp on for dear life.
Why the fuck build a blanket fort if not to cuddle? I'll
Correct.
hold up a hand for whoever is still awake. Time, Juniper, Gorby, whatever. Get in the pile. It's warm in here.
I'll wedge myself
You did.
between Rhea and Gorby.
Yeah.
Gorby is wearing pants.
Thank you. I'm glad.
Thank God.
Time is on top of all of your heads.
Good. Just sprawled out.
It's a hat.
Yeah, just
Just a little cuddle puddle.
His little fat raccoon haunches. Just
Now
He's
it's going to
flipping.
be a dad watch over them.
you all fall asleep, get a nice long rest in, and wake up in the morning well rested. No sounds of pandemonium outside or anything.
well, that's good.
Very proud of myself.
Do you fix the place back up before you leave, or do you just leave it all like that?
I say leave it.
I'll pack. No,
Okay.
I'll fix it.
I'll fix it.
Yeah, but
Calliope
wouldn't it
will
be
help you.
funny if somebody came by and was like, "There's a pillow fort here,"
There's a pillow fort in here, yeah.
and they could have joy? It'd be like a pillow
That
fort.
would be.
It would
That
be
would be
so
pretty funny.
confusing.
Exactly.
Yeah, that would be pretty funny.
You leave it. Give joy to somebody else.
Roll a persuasion.
The only thing that's broken are those two pillows. But there's like
Roll diplomacy against
there's
Alistair.
like 1 or 2 more. We're fine.
I'll do it.
You have to convince
Not
Alistair to
that
leave it.
Okay, it's only 15.
Convince the soldier. And no, does that seem convincing?
Yeah,
to
the
you,
soldier who wakes up at
Alistair?
like 6:30 is making his bedroll already, just like, just like, my higher ups will be upset.
Alistair, those aren't your higher ups. They're not going to be upset at you. They won't even know that we're here.
You give him puppy dog eyes.
Gorby helps.
Fine. Fine, we can
Yay.
leave it. It brings me
Through
so
to a
much
Use the
lads.
pillow fort.
pain.
Anarchy!
No.
Anarchy!
I clap him on the shoulder.
Oh.
Alright, with that, another day looms ahead of you. You're at the river now. Are you just going to follow the river down by the
Sounds like it's
river?
that's
Yes.
what I thought we were.
Down,
Down upon
down
this
by the
swanny river farm.
Is this
Listen, Florida, baby.
whole map like our purview?
Currently, what Jamandi Aldori gave you was essentially this middle section.
Okay.
Everything that's along these rivers and the forest to the west, which are collectively known as the Gnarl Marches, is essentially your
Oh, I can move that.
responsibility,
Okay,
according
okay,
to-
okay.
what you've been given.
This is like when I played
Um,
Elden Ring and I went left and then didn't find the crafting pouch in front of me for 20 hours.
Sounds like some shit I would do.
Yeah, imagine how much stuff you've missed because you went this way instead of the other way. It's crazy. You spend today walking down the river. Is that also going to be a thing that we're going to do? We're just going to quote Baldur's Gate 3 at this point?
In my
or-
head, I am. I'm holding myself back right
We
now.
live in a society down by the river.
Isn't like the Riverlands.
Eventually-
Like, what do you want?
Yeah. There is a landmark in this hex as well that is obvious to you as you are traveling.
Yay.
A single waterfall that plummets about 50 feet over a cliff with a very breathtaking vista that looks over all of these open plains to the south and the west.
A 50-foot drop. Does the water below look like if someone were to jump off the top, they would not die?
It
I go in
looks
skinny
deep
dipping?
enough that you could float like a boat down it. So probably 50 feet is not by any means like you're gonna die when you hit the water at that speed.
Yeah, no, I'm just asking if like there's rocks jutting out type of stuff.
It doesn't seem to be like it's not rapids like other places along the river. When you were heading down past Nivakata's crossing, the road that you followed to get all the way to Oleg's, there was a section called the Crooked Falls where there's like a series of waterfalls, almost rapid-like, that would probably be fairly dangerous. This is just a single waterfall.
Good to know.
Anything that's at the bottom of it has just been completely eroded away into smooth rocks.
And we're at the top of the waterfall.
Alistair takes off his
You are at
armor.
the top of the waterfall, yeah.
Yeah, Alistair takes off his armor, takes off his shirt, and dives off the edge.
Without telling anybody?
No, he will say, "Yeah, I know that I'm a stickler for a stick in the mud, but I can't pass this up." Yoink.
You just expect us to carry your shit down? You're welcome!
Juniper takes off a couple of her skirts and jumps down.
Me!
Calliope is gonna follow suit, take off her clothes, and
Chaos!
Orby, you're helping me with this crap. I'm not carrying it on
Like
myself.
you see Gorby like about to superhero launch himself,
Orby.
Do it! Do it!
and he's just looking back at you like, oh.
Poor
Here.
Gorby.
Hey. Next time you see something big and impressive, I'll distract him while you go for it.
Okay.
Promise?
Juniper,
I shake his hand.
did you see though? She manifested the waterfall. We were talking about waterfalls yesterday, and boom, waterfall.
It's beautiful out here.
Gorby takes his cape off and puts all the like smaller pieces of Alistair's armor into his little cape and hobos it into a bag on his warhammer, and then just grabs the rest of it, and he's just holding on to it like.
While you're holding on to it, you get +1 survival checks.
Time kind of like sidles off to the side and then also jumps off the
There you
waterfall.
go!
Good.
And he just like spreads and just the
I want you guys
Oh.
to know
Belly
that this
flop.
is a 50-foot drop, and an Olympic high dive is 33 feet, so...
We'll be fine.
Alistair is also a menace to society, so.
That's fair.
They're magical elves. They'll be okay.
yeah, they're fine, I'm sure.
Alistair's fit. He's fine.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
Okay.
he is.
I don't think I have anything with water today, but how can I prank you guys? As we're
soon as-
making our way down, I look to Gorby and I'm like, so how do you think we should get back at him when we get down there? Play a little joke.
No, my first instinct was to just say fire and let you handle it from there, but I feel like that's a little inappropriate given that we actually like them.
Yeah. Nothing
Look at that
harmful,
hand,
just-
still this little groove again. That was fun.
Oh yeah.
Don't roll.
I start
Let us-
looking through Alistair's stuff to see something, just kind of something that seems not like beloved, but important and inconvenient.
You want to steal something from him.
I
That
want
looks-
to take something out of his backpack, give it to Time, and say, "Have fun."
I mean, there is the talisman. Unless, did you already affix that to your weapon?
Yeah,
Okay.
ish. Yeah. I mean,
I'm
I
not
did.
looking to upset you. I'm looking
There's,
specifically to annoy you.
Okay. Well, the one and the same.
Rope, water skin, chalk, flint and steel, rations, bedroll, soap.
His eye patch, because he didn't want to dive without his eye patch.
I'll put the eye patch on Time.
Love it.
And as we walk up, I'm like, "Oh, you are so handsome, little guy. Look how well dressed you aren't that. Isn't that just wonderful? Oh." And I scratch him on the chin because I assume he's riding on my shoulder.
Sure. Love it.
As Alistair breaks the water, his hair fucking aerials his goddamn hair, because why not?
Exactly what I was imagining.
Just
Yeah.
as Juniper splashes down next to you.
Correct. It's all watery. Like some of the feathers that are in his hair are wet. Some of the gold jewelry is dripping. And as Juniper and Calliope break the water, they do see his full scar because he's not wearing his eye patch. His eye is completely cloudy white, and there is a huge like claw scar, as if something that looks animalistic clawed from his top temple down to the side of his face. It looks like he was once incredibly handsome, but this scar did
Once?
disfigure him. Oh, I'm sorry.
Enhanced it,
Chicks dig
Nasty.
scars, come on.
Yeah. But his eye is completely
This is
clouded
known.
over, just fully blind in that eye.
I note it, but I don't say anything.
And he's laughing and splashes both of you.
Yeah, if he's laughing and having a good time, Calliope isn't gonna spoil that by asking him about it, but she does. She will remember. And
You
she'll
will
splash
remember.
him back.
You can have fun. Interesting.
Well, it is during the day and not right before bed, so why not?
You're always so worried about us getting tired. This is
That's
pretty
nice.
tiring.
No, as long as you wind down before bed, there's no reason to worry about doing the day.
Are you giving me a bedtime now?
No, I'm just making sure that if anything were to attack us at night, you'd be able to wake up very easily and defend yourself.
I splash him again.
Just
He dives
as
under the water.
you see Gorby and Rhea walking down with fucking eye patch time on her shoulder.
Look at the
What do y'all think? I
handsome
think he
man.
looks pretty handsome.
He is
Wow.
so handsome.
Alistair looks over and he rolls his one good eye, and Rhea and Gorby can now also see the scarring. He's like, give that back.
I think Time
But he
looks much better with
so
it.
good.
Time runs
Look at how
down
handsome
Rhea's,
it makes him.
and like goes up to the edge of the water as if to like put his head out for Alistair to grab the eye patch, and then starts to skitter down the river.
Oh,
How difficult was it to get down here?
Boy!
Not too difficult. There's a trail that goes down.
Awesome. Gorby will very gently set all the armor down. And then he's gone. He sprints back up the trail.
Back up. Yep.
yeah, join us, Gorby.
The Gorbster.
Yeah, okay. And I drop my shit and follow him.
Cannon Gorb.
5 minutes later.
Hang on. Before we do that, I'm like, okay, Rhea, I thought of a way we can get back at them, and it does involve fire.
Okay.
But you gotta be okay with this.
All right, as long as nobody gets hurt.
Oh no.
We're fine. Scare the bandits, and how traumatized do you think they'd be if you lit me on fire and I jumped down at them?
Oh,
Corby, keep in mind I'm 54 and human. I'm susceptible to heart attacks. I'm getting up there.
your cholesterol is fine.
With your
Just have
group,
some more
absolutely
beans.
not.
How flammable are you?
I know.
Everyone's flammable if you think right now.
You know, it's magic flame, just kind of. That's flammable.
I think it's fairly common knowledge that goblins are very well known for their infatuation with fire. And it is common, like, mythos that goblins are flammable.
Hey, I hate to break it to you, everyone's flammable.
I mean, yes, but, like, goblins especially so.
I'm not. I'm
if the
significantly
fire's hot
less
enough.
flammable. It is. Yeah, that's true.
You're resistant to being
don't-
flammable, but you're still flammable.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. I don't think that's a very good idea, but what if I throw you?
Can you throw me?
I can try.
Okay, go
Gorby's
for it.
not very heavy.
Is Gorby.
Like a shot put.
He's not very heavy. He's just dense.
How heavy
I'd
is
say
he?
he's probably like 80 pounds.
I think that's a fair bet.
I have a neutral athletics score, we could say.
Make an athletics check to see how far you can throw Gorby.
It's a
Please.
+0.
Please eat the Gorbster.
He just
Eight.
plinkos down the side.
It's less of a throw and
It's
more
like a
of
pinball
drop.
machine, just.
He's durable. He's fine.
I'm
He's
comfortable
an
with that than
unbreakable
lighting
goblin.
people
He's
on
fine.
fire.
It's more of a roll than a throw. You just like a bowling ball. Gorby just goes
Goblin.
over the edge.
What?
You just watch him cannonball.
Can I roll a performance check for diving?
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah. I'm not good at acrobatics, but I am good at performance.
yeah.
Yeah!
It's a gorgeous dive. Just like,
It's a 21, lads.
but yeah, like full marks. There's barely any splash at all, especially compared to Gorby's cannonball.
Is there anything interesting at the bottom of it?
Bandits.
Just,
Bandits
roll
at the
for
bottom of
initiative.
the
Bandit
lake.
grabs your leg.
Underwater bandits!
Oh God. No, nothing interesting at the
The
bottom
worst
of the
kind of
waterfall.
The only
That's
bandit
versus
here
rocks.
is time.
Correct. With my eye patch,
That's-
yes.
That's like 3 different meanings in one statement. The only bandit here is time.
A great one.
Wonderful.
Alistair has
Um,
started following and swimming like an Olympic swimmer after time. He has the athletics to back it up. He can swim.
He does, yeah. Like most prey animals, time is not a persistence hunter.
It's winter and we're doing this.
Yep,
Correct.
Yep.
I already forgot. We already had this conversation. Worth it
Once you're in the
exertion-
water, it's fine.
The exertion keeps you warm enough.
for now.
I mean, the springs are the same year round.
Imagine, and then Jonathan's like, and then everyone does a hypothermia.
And then you all
Hey,
Everybody
1d6
dies
cold
of
damage.
exposure.
Everyone
it's still
dies of
sunny out,
exposure.
so you all dry off fairly quickly as you all get out of the river, and you grab your eye patch back and put everything back on.
All right, putting
Produce.
on
I just. I light my hand on fire and just whoosh, whoosh.
After like the slumber
Advanced
party,
prestidigitation.
Hair just goes.
after the slumber
steam
slumber
myself.
party and like this little water adventure, Calliope has like just a huge smile on her face, and she turns to everybody and she's like, you know, this is, I think, the most fun I've ever had in my life.
I
Thank
told you.
Ria, would you like me to braid your hair?
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Calliope, can you make me another
large.
nature check?
He braids your hair. I'm gonna guess there's no check for me to do that.
No.
I'm a girl
you've
dad. I know how
yeah.
to do that.
You've had several children and
girl.
grandchildren. You know how to braid hairs. Calliope, as you're like getting out of the river and you're kind of like, squeeging everything out and shaking yourself off, you realize all the water is just like very quickly dripping off of you. Like as soon as you're out and you like squeeze it like a couple times, all of your clothing is already dry, while everyone else is still, like drenched. Other people probably notice.
Percy Jackson ass motherfucker.
Alistair puts a flower in Rhea's hair before turning back around. Oh, you dried off quick.
Yeah, I don't know how, but I am dry now.
Probably because you have a good thing with water.
Affinity.
Thank you, God. An
God.
affinity with water.
Elemental
Affinity,
magic
my
works in
child.
mysterious
Thank you.
ways.
Aristel always gives
One
me the
time-
proper words.
One time I was really hungover, and I made a bet with somebody in a bar that I could fry an egg on like my leg, like that old scroll, like the old fucking meme. Because tieflings run hot,
True.
and I just like channeled a little bit of fire into it, and it did not. It wasn't that good for my skin, but I fried a fucking egg. So like elemental magic does things.
Wait a minute. If you can fry an egg on your body, and you learned how to channel the fire, can you teach me how to channel water?
I don't know. It's things that are inherited. A lot of it, you got to do it by feeling.
I don't
you
think this
don't-
is inherited.
Can
Where did it come from?
I don't know.
God, have I?
Hot chocolate shots.
Yeah, hey God, hey, have I heard of any other member of the House of Sertova possibly having any elemental magic of any sorts? Or any other house having elemental magic of any sorts? Or maybe like a
Could
maid
certainly
of the Sertovas having an elemental magic?
heard any such rumors.
What?
You roboted. Oh, there he
Yeah.
goes.
Oh, he
Jonathan,
dead.
you're a robot.
He
He's
dead.
gone. R.I.P.
Rest in pastrami.
Oh,
Yeah,
well.
DM's dead. What do we do?
Roll for
Level
boobs.
12.
Teacher's gone.
Level 12.
How great would that be to rest in
Level 12.
pastrami? Like laying on just a bunch of pastrami sandwiches, and every time you're just like, I'm a little hungry, you just kind of grab one. And
If
set it
that
back
sounds
down.
Jonathan,
great for
welcome
you,
back.
that'd be
What-
great.
What was
but-
the roll?
I didn't know what to roll. You
What was the
roboted.
roll? Society.
Society, thank you.
Society.
We live in a
We live in a
society.
society.
Winston, tell me what the roll is.
It can I use a hero point? I just want to see if I can get better.
Your absolutely welcome to use a hero point.
Cool. No, I don't know of anything. I'm a stupid little man.
What'd you roll?
First
What'd you
time was an
roll?
11. Second time was a 6.
Yeah, you've not heard any such rumors about anyone in House Shertovo or any of the other houses for that matter.
Shame.
Got it. Well, I think all of us walking might dry the rest of us off, at least.
I told you I was steaming myself like a bag of crab legs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw.
That's how
Lots
it
of
feels
fire.
to wear a raincoat in summer in Florida.
That's true.
It literally it feels like a sauna.
Do you think that we should I mean, there's no point in us wearing all of our clothes while we're wet.
You want to be naked?
Where you go with this?
No, I mean like there's no
I'm
point in
sorry,
us putting on our armor.
We don't
like,
really know you that well yet, Alistair.
You don't have to put your armor back on if you don't want to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like if anyone else is also wearing armor, there's no point in us. Anyway, he picks up his armor and he starts walking.
Alright.
What? That was a very strange suggestion.
He is so weird.
It's a little weird.
He's
Old people, am I
he's
right?
allowed to be he's allowed to be a little weird. Y'all saw.
Alright.
What do you mean you all saw?
You can't hear us. Go away.
You're fucking burned everywhere and your eye got clawed out. You're allowed to be a little weird.
You know how it is.
It's the
fire
trauma.
tigers just attacking at night.
You continue for the day. So you all head to bed for yet another night, unless well, I guess you guys have to choose to push yourself at the beginning of the day to get an extra activity. So once again, another day comes and goes. Finally, this day, as you wake up bright and early, is rainy. A gross, soggy, rainy day for you all to wake up to the next morning.
What are we in Barovia? And then
Are
we're
you
transported to
continuing along the
Barovia.
river?
Yeah.
Can
That'd
I
be the worst.
can I ask as a group that we push today?
Sure.
I think we should.
Yeah.
push.
Okay.
We had a relaxing time.
That will, if anyone has a 0 to their Constitution modifier, make you fatigued.
Oh, am I about to be
Let's-
fatigued? Let me check.
I have a plus
You're a
one.
frontline fighter. Do not tell me
everyone
you have a
has a
zero.
1 in con,
plus
so you
one.
can push yourself for 1 day without being fatigued. So.
You're a front line. You are not allowed to have less than a +1.
Blipey, do you know how to, like, make an umbrella out of the water so it doesn't spill on all of us?
I can try. I don't know how.
I think you should try. I think that might be a good opportunity for training. Perfect.
Okay. She puts her hands up and tries to block the rain around the whole group.
Don't
Make
think of the
a
magic. I want to give her a pep talk.
okay.
Don't think of the magic as a burden or a tool. It's part of who you are. It's not something you picked up in a book. It's not something a god gave to you. It's you.
And yet, we are using it as a tool for umbrella.
But it's like, Just
You use
instinctively
your legs as
moving up your
tools
hand.
to walk, Alistair. Don't ruin my moment.
an extension of herself.
Yeah,
Exactly.
an extended umbrella.
What am I rolling?
Make a nature check.
I think she should get a +1 for that rousing pep talk.
Dirty little, slutty little, nasty little.
Jesus Christ.
Just say 20 like a normal human.
Never
Never.
change.
It's a dirty 20.
Never. At a 20, it's not an umbrella per se, because that is like the very fine manipulation of water is one of the other features. It's like an actual feature, but I'll say, like, as part of your, like, channeling your kinetic aura, just being surrounded by the water in the air lets you feel a connection with it that you've been struggling to feel. It's not an umbrella, but there's sort of like this area where the rain kind of slows down around the party and kind of just like swirls around you all. You still get wet, but not like completely drenched.
I think this is the best I can do.
Gorby's eyes are sparkling with wonder.
Amazing.
doing great.
Wow.
That's wonderful.
Thank you.
On the road again.
How long have I been muted?
Oh, a while, hun.
A while.
God damn it.
99 bottles of meat on the wall. 99 bottles of meat.
The last thing I heard you say, Courtney, was she should get a +1 for that.
Oh. I said you did good. You don't have to keep it up if you get tired.
I'm okay for now.
So sad, huh?
Who taught you that joke? It was probably me, wasn't it? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
Take one down, pass it around. 77 bottles of meat on the wall.
All right. So your first activity, you continue walking down the river. So you have a second one. You could reconnoiter this hex if you want to see if there's anything interesting here, or you could continue walking.
Are we still on, like, plain area?
Yes, this is still open plains.
Do we want to keep walking or do we want to look around? I would say keep walking, but if y'all want to look around.
I vote for we keep walking.
We'll do what
Yeah, let's
everybody
move.
else wants to, but I feel like we should take time to map while we're in places when we have time, but we can keep going for today.
Mapping is just an individual thing, though, right?
Yes, but you can only do it after you reconnoiter a hex.
Okay.
I could
Alright.
make up a map.
Sounds like it's less like knowing the overall lay of the land and getting a very specific understanding of how to walk through it. Essentially, when you map a hex, it makes it easier for you to travel and survive. It reduces any DCs of things that happen in that hex later.
Oh,
Okay.
But yeah, it sounds like most of you are saying travel. So.
Yeah.
Right. You continue. This small bend in the river is short enough that I'm just going to say you go into the next hex rather than force you to go up and then down. Like the river is so close at this bend that you can see from one end to the other when you're walking along it. This hex has a landmark, so you don't have to check for anything.
Yay!
You are on the north side of the river here, and you can see as you get about halfway through this area that there is what looks like was once a rope bridge across the river. But all that's left is one thick and sagging rope that hangs across the river. There is a signpost at the end of it that says Nettles Crossing, 5 coppers, ring bell for service. And there's a rusty bell hanging next to it.
I'm ringing that
Oh,
bell.
yeah.
That bell looks ringable.
All right,
think it's a troll.
you ding, ring the bell. Gorby is the first one that sees this. I'm just going to use your passive. Downstream, you see the surface of the water disturbed, and you see something start to get out of the water. This wet body, putrescent and dripping, with a rancier clutched in his hands, that starts walking on top of the water towards you all.
With a what clutched in his hands?
A rancier. It's kind of like a cross between a pike and a trident.
Oh, I
fun.
love this man.
He looks like this.
Ha!
Oh, never
Don't like
mind. Never mind.
Push it back in.
Clearly undead.
See that?
Walking towards you all.
I'd have
Gorby
a
assumes
silver in my
a-
hand.
Gorby assumes a defensive stance in front of Juniper and Calliope and Rhea.
Alistair pulls out money. Because it said 5 copper, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us, so that would be... He pulls out 3 silver,
Mm-hmm.
and he holds it out for the thing.
Uh,
If I get smacked, then I get smacked, but I think this is it.
He stops short of you all, maybe like 50 feet or so. His jaw is kind of like hanging askew off of his face, and you hear it say,
You are not my tormentors. Bring me the Stag Lord's body. Throw him into the river that I may look upon his face in death, or join me instead.
Is that the guy we're already trying to kill?
Yes, that
Yes,
is
but why
the
would
guy
we-
that we are trying to kill. Yes.
But
Oh.
why would we bring it to him?
Were we gonna
has
bring
he
it somewhere
done to
else?
you?
I
So-
don't know.
A lot of undead creatures have some kind of vendetta. Maybe the Stag Lord killed him.
What was your name, sir?
Davik Nettles.
And the Stag Lord killed you?
I almost killed him. He pursued me to my bridge, and I broke it and drowned his men.
Respect.
Respect. Well, we are going after the Stag Lord, so we will bring the body back to make him, fall into the lake and all that, and then you get to have fun with the corpse.
Don't say about that.
No, incorrect, all of you.
You should know who you're traveling with by now.
I know. But I do promise that we will bring the body back.
he just nods and then walks back to where you saw him get out of the water and just slowly sinks back in, leaving nothing to even show that he was there.
He says that
The
he
more I hear
singles
about
a
this guy,
man.
the less I like him.
I don't know who this Stag Lord is, but I would like to have a word with him. Because he seems like not a very nice person.
I
Do
would
you?
like to speak to your
No.
manager.
Hey, all of you, would you mind? Would you be upset if I was to dive in and check out the bodies of what was left behind?
I guess
How
not if
about-
we are watching you.
Can I tie a rope to you, just in case?
Yeah.
You back out
yes.
if something goes wrong.
Yeah.
I got a rope.
He will
Alright.
take off his shirt again and take off his eye patch.
I tie
then
the
once
rope
the-
around his waist.
Nyum. Into the water he goes.
Into the water you go. There are about a half a dozen corpses along where this bridge was. All clearly having drowned. Some of them clearly having wounds on them that you would, as a military man, recognize as wounds coming from a rancier, the same kind of weapon that the corpse was holding. Are you searching the bodies?
Yeah, I'm looking to see if there's anything specific on them that could tie back to the Stag Lord.
Most of what they have has been corroded. You can see like a couple of them had healing potions, but they all seem to have shattered along. One thing that you do notice that they all have a little bit of silver on them. But each one of them has a silver amulet around their neck.
You said there's half a dozen?
Yeah.
Perfect. I take 5.
5 silver stag lord amulets, okay.
And then, Alistair
I
will...
smell what you're stepping in.
Correct. What does their armor type look like?
Most of them just seem to be wearing hide armor, very shoddily thrown together, barely treated leather.
Okay. Alistair will break the surface. First, the hand filled with amulets will break the surface, and then himself, before he climbs back out. And he kind of shakes his hair and goes to put his clothes back on.
Of course you do.
Anything good?
Yes. I did manage to get, 5 of the amulets.
I hold up the one I have. Like this?
Yes, that one.
Put one on time.
Well,
Yeah!
yes. Now we have enough for everyone, including time. I think that to at least blend in, so to say, I think that if we have these amulets on us, that might help us get to the Stag Lord a little bit better.
Blend in.
Right.
Yes.
It makes sense.
Yes. Break enemy lines, as it were.
Alright.
Well, not right now. You don't have to put it on immediately, but I'm just saying that when we get there.
But what if
It's already on time.
we come across people, and it will be suspicious if we have to look through our bags for them when we're just wearing them now.
I just don't also want to give maybe folks around here that aren't a part of it the wrong idea.
Well, tuck it between your boobs.
Okay.
You have boobs.
They're very manly boobs.
Pecs.
Pecs.
Calliope
I
tucks
thought
hers
if we
between
came
her
across
boobs.
them, we're just gonna break their legs.
Alright. With the treasure having been grabbed, you all continue on your way, setting up camp for the night here as you've made your activities for the day. And as you do so, that is where we will call this session.
Fantastic.
Sleepover
Thank
episode.
Those are good.
Sleepover episode.
I needed that. That was stupid and dumb, and I loved it.
Me too.
We just needed some stupid, dumb things. You know?
Yeah.
It's been a stressful time.
It's been a stressful time
Agreed.
in Barovia. Thank you all for joining us in the not terrible Monday. We will be back next week. No Barovia for the next couple weeks, as we will
Why,
be doing
Jonathan?
the Orlando Renaissance Fair.
What's that?
What's
it's
that,
a-
Jonathan?
It's a Renaissance fair in Orlando. What do you want me to say?
And
So,
who's
the Orlando
performing in it,
Renaissance Fair is a
Jonathan?
Renaissance Fair in Orlando?
Half of us are performing in it. Me and Jess and Robin.
You're good.
I'm
It's a
King
good
Charles. Jess is Scarlet, and Robin is one of Charlie's angels.
Colette.
Oh yeah, and guess
One
Colette.
of
who's
your
Charlie?
angels.
Yes.
Her name is Colette.
Yes, I said one of Charlie's angels. I'm Charlie.
They don't know
Sure,
that.
can I call you that?
Charles.
Yeah, you can absolutely call me Charlie if you want to.
I mean, Gustav has devolved into Gus
Yeah.
exclusively.
Oh, you all right, Gus?
I'm okay.
Good,
Spoilers,
good.
spoilers.
Spoilers. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.